Prabhupada Jayo, Prabhupada Jayo, Prabhupada. Jayo Guru Maharaj, Jayo Guru Maharaj, Jayo Guru Maharaj, Jayo Guru Maharaj. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Bando Moi Savadana Mate. Bando Moi Savadana Mate. Yahara Prasade Bai E Baba Toriya Yai. Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite. Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite. Guru Mukha Padma Vakhya Jitete Koriya Kya. Arana Kori Ho Mane Asha. Arana Kori Ho Mane Asha. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati. Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asha. Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asha.
Namyo Vishnupad Paramahansa Pravakacharya Srimad His Holiness Pyari Puji Guru Maharaj Ki Namyo Vishnupad Paramahansa Pravakacharya Srimad His Vanigai Saisi Bhakti Vedanta Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Baby Founder Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Founder Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Gaura Premanande Hari. All glory is to the assembly devotees. Hare Krishna. All glory to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga.
So, Haribol everyone, welcome to Sunday program. Like we do every Sunday, we'll read from Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita. So it's very important to understand the struggles Srila Prabhupada went through at the start. So we'll start from the book.
Hare Krishna. We are reading from the Srila Prabhupada book, Leelamrita, page 205, Nairobi, September 1971. Prabhupada wanted to preach the Africans in Kenya. Indians and Africans were completely segregated. But since a Krishna consciousness person does not make distinction based on the body, Prabhupada said the Indians had a duty to share their spiritual culture with the Africans. Prabhupada's GBC representative in Africa was Brahmanand Swami. Carefully, he impressed on Brahmanand that his first duty in Africa was to give Krishna consciousness to the African. Because of bad associations in Turkey and Pakistan, Brahmanand had been reluctant to hold public kirtana in Nairobi. Besides, the Africans spoke mostly Swahili. They were culturally different and usually too poor to buy books. So Brahmanand did not know how to preach them effectively. Going to the Indians had been easy and natural, but Prabhupada wanted the Africans. It is an African country. He said simply, they are the proprietors. We should be preaching to them. As with everything else in Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada demonstrated how to do this also. He got the use of a Radha Krishna temple in a predominantly African downtown area. The temple had a hall with doors opening onto the busy street, and Prabhupada instructed the devotees to hold kirtana in the hall. Keeping the doors open, the devotees did as he asked, and in 5 minutes the hall began filling up with the people. It was a shabby area of the town, and people who entered were illiterate and dirty. But they were curious and they happily joined in the kirtana, smiling, clapping, and dancing. Brahmanand Swami left the hall and went to the nearby house where Prabhupada was staying. The place is filled with people, Brahmanand said, but it is not necessary for you to come. We can carry on and do the program ourselves. No, Prabhupada said, I must go. Brahmanand tried to discourage him. No, I must go, Prabhupada repeated. Are you going to take me? When Brahmanand arrived with Srila Prabhupada, the hall was even more crowded than it had been a few minutes before. Prabhupada, in his silken saffron robes, appeared effulgent as he entered the dingy, poorly lit auditorium. As he walked, the crowd parted, leaving an aisle for him to pass among them, and they watched him curiously. On stage, Prabhupada led a kirtana and lectured. Although Swahili-speaking audience was unable to understand Prabhupada's lecture, the people were respectful and kirtana they loved. The members of Indian community had been apprehensive of Prabhupada's opening their hall to the Africans, and some of them had attended to see what would happen. observing Prabhupada's compassionate program. However, the Indians were impressed. Such an apparently simple program had the spiritual potency to erase cultural boundaries. This should be Brahmanand Swami's mission in Africa. Prabhupada insisted offering Krishna consciousness to the Africans, and the program should be simple: distributing prasadam, distributing free books, and chanting Hare Krishna with drums and kartalas. Krishna consciousness should not be just another Nairobi Hindu religious society. The Hindus should take part by donating money, but Brahmanand Swami's preaching and recruiting should be among the Africans. When several black African disciples joined Prabhupada in Nairobi, Prabhupada told them, 400 years ago, your ancestors were taken away from here as slaves, but just see how you have returned as masters. Prabhupada also organized Nairobi's first outdoor Kirtana performance. The devotees went to Kamakunji's Park, largest tree, a historical landmark connected with Kenyan independence. As they stood chanting beneath the tree, a large crowd gathered and many began chanting. Some even danced in a sort of tribal shuffle. One young man stepped forward and offered to translate Brahmanand's speech into Swahili. The devotees distributed sweet bundi and people in the crowd really enjoyed themselves. The whole affair was a great success. Rushing back to Prabhupada, Brahmanand reported on the wonderful Kirtana in the park. Brahmanand felt the same emotion as in 1966 when he had reported to Prabhupada the success of the first Kirtana at Washington Square Park in New York City. Now, as then, result had been successful. Prabhupada, by his personal example and by his pushing, Brahmanand Swami had within few days engaged the emphasis of preaching in Africa from Indians to Africans. The night of Srila Prabhupada's lecture at the University of Nairobi, 2,000 African students filled the auditorium, with hundreds more standing outside to look in through the doors and windows. First, Prabhupada had Bhuta Bhavana, a black African disciple, deliver a short introduction using some borrowed Swahili phrases. Harambe, he began, which means, welcome brothers, let us work together. Then Prabhupada spoke, the whole world is simply hankering and lamenting. You African people are now hankering to be like the Europeans and Americans. But the Europeans have lost the empire. They are now lamenting. So one party is hankering, another party is lamenting. We have come to these African countries to invite all intelligent Africans to come and understand this philosophy and distribute it. You are trying to develop yourselves, so develop very soundly. But don't imitate the Americans and Europeans who are living like cats and dogs. Such civilization will not stand. The atom bomb is already there. As soon as the next war breaks out, all the skyscraper buildings and everything else will be finished. To understand, try to understand from the real standpoint, the real view of human life. That is the Krishna consciousness movement, and we request you to come and try to understand this philosophy. Thank you very much. The audience burst into applause, giving Prabhupada a standing ovation. This response proved once again that Krishna's message spoke to the heart. It was for all people, regardless of their political, geographic, or social predicament. When Prabhupada had first landed at Nairobi airport, he had assured a reporter that he would be preaching to the Africans, and now he was delivering to the Africans the same message and the same process of devotional service he had delivered to the Americans. What the Americans wanted and what the Africans wanted could be realized only in Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness would work anywhere if sincere and intelligent persons would only come forward and help distribute it. Prabhupada's preaching in Nairobi had been especially active. He had established Krishna consciousness in a new city, setting the example for Brahmanand Swamis emulate, showing the standards for spreading Krishna consciousness throughout the continent. As Shamanand was keeping his GBC brothers informed of Prabhupada's amazing activities, the pace has been lightning fast, and His Divine Grace is opening up yet another vast theatre of operation. The people are thronging with curiosity and serious questions. Prabhupada, after finishing one night late preaching marathon, asked for food and remarked, "You see, I am hungry, keep me talking. That is my life, don't let me stop talking."
So we'll have some bhajans now. So Arpana, you can sit here. Which bhajan are you doing? Bhaja Gauranga. Akash, you want to back her up? Yeah. Okay. If you're feeling up.
Okay. आप इधर आ जाओ. Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Bhaja Gauranga. Worship Lord Gauranga, chant Gauranga, speak about Lord Gauranga only. Those who worship Lord Gauranga is indeed my life and soul. Chanting Gauranga, go out with your arms raised, dancing and dancing. By chanting Gauranga and worshipping him, one's miseries will end. Nitai Gaur ki jai.
Gaura Nitai ki jai.
Only that long? Only 2 lines. Okay. No problem. Okay, if you start, then I'll follow.
Bhaj Gauranga, kaha Gauranga, laha Gaurangira naam re.
Bhaje Gauranga, kaha Gauranga, laha Gaurangera naam re.
Bhaj Gauranga, kaha Gauranga, laha Gaurangira naam re.
Bhaje Gauranga, kaha Gauranga, laha Gaurangera naam re.
जे जना गौरांग भाजे से हो अमर प्राण रे.
जे जना गौरांगा बाजे से हो हमारा प्राण रे.
जे जना गौरांग भाजे से हो अमर प्राण रे.
जे जना गौरांगा बाजे हमारा प्राण रे।
भज गौरांगा कहाँ गौरांगा लहा गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा कहा गौरांगा लह गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा कहाँ गौरांगा लहा गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा कहा गौरांगा लह गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
गौरांगा बोलिया दुबहु तुलिया नाचिया नाचिया बेदाओ रे।
गौरांगा बलिया तू बाहु तुलिया नाचिया नाचिया बदाओ रे।
गौरांगा बोलिया दुबहु तुलिया नाचिया नाचिया बेदाओ रे।
गौरांगा बलिया दुबाहु तुलिया नाचिया नाचिया बदाओ रे।
गौरांगा बोलिया दुबहु तुलिया नाचिया नाचिया बेदाओ रे।
गौरांगा बलिया तू बाहु तुलिया नाचिया नाचिया बदाओ रे।
भज गौरांगा कहाँ गौरांगा लहा गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा कहा गौरांगा लह गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा कहाँ गौरांगा लहा गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा कहा गौरांगा लह गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा भजले गौरांगा जपिले हो दुखेरा बसान रे।
गौरांगा भजिले गौरांगा जपिले होय दुखेरा बसान रे।
गौरांगा भजिले गौरांगा जपिले हो दुखेरा बसान रे।
गौरांगा भजिले गौरांगा जपिले होय दुखेरा बसान रे।
भज गौरांगा कहाँ गौरांगा लहा गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा कहा गौरांगा लह गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा कहाँ गौरांगा लहा गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
भज गौरांगा कहा गौरांगा लह गौरांगेरा नाम रे।
जे जना गौरांग भाजे से हो अमर प्राण रे।
जे जना गौरांगा बाजे से हो हमारा प्राण रे।
जे जना गौरांग भाजे से हो अमर प्राण रे।
जे जना गौरांगा बाजे से हो हमारा प्राण रे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 नाम हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Prabhupada
Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Gurudev
Gurudev Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur
Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur
Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam
Very good. Excellent. Very nice. Will you next? So, which one is it this time? Guy Goramadaswar. Can we have the translation up? Oh, okay, she done that for that one. Okay. Mother, you can
You want to read?
Okay. Translation. Lord Gaura Sundar sings in a very sweet voice, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Whether you are a householder or a sannyasi, constantly chant Hari Hari. Do not forget this chanting, whether you are in a happy condition or a distressful one. Just fill your lips with the Hari Nam. You are bound up in the network of Maya and are forced to toil fruitlessly. Now you have obtained full consciousness in the human form of life, so chant the names of Radha Madhav. Your life may end at any moment, and you have not served the Lord of the senses, Rishikesha. Take this advice of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, just once relish the nectar of the holy name. Shri Gaura Chandra ki
Jai, Jai, thank you. Namo Vishnupada Krishna Vastaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedante Swami Te Namene Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Dishatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavranda. Gai Gora Madhusware
Gai Gora Madhur Sware
Gai Gora Madhusware
Gai Gora Madhur Sware
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Re Thako Vane Thako Sada Hari Bole Dako Re Thako Vane Thako Sada Hari
Bole Dako
Sukh Dukh Bhule Nako Padne Hari Naam Koro Re
Sukhe dukhe bhulo nako vadane hari naam koro re
Jai Gora
Gai Gora Madhur Sware
Jai Gora Madhusware
Gai Gora Madhur Sware
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
राधा माधव नाम बोलो रे
एको ना चेतन पाए राधा माधव नाम बोलो रे
गाय गोरा मधुस्वरे
गाय गोरा मधुर स्वरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम
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 हरे हरे जीवन হইল শিষা আবজিলে ঋষিকেশা
जीवन হইল শেষা না বাজিলে ঋষিকেশা
भक्ति विनोद उपदेश एक पार नाम रस मतो रे
भक्ति विनोदा उपदेश एक बार नाम रसे मातो रे
गाय गोरा मधुस्वरे
गोरा मधुर स्वरे
गाय गोरा मधुस्वरे
गाय गोरा मधुर स्वरे
गाय गोरा मधुस्वरे
गाय गोरा मधुर स्वरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम
हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम
राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Gaur Prem Anande,
Hari Bol.
Prabhupada ki jai. This was the kirtan Mahaprabhu used to do in the streets of Nadia. That was his favorite tune. Thank you. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
श्री सच्चिदानंद निताय चांद की जय, श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा, हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा, हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा
Haribo, 1, 2. Haribo, Haribo, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Haribo, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Everyone.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. There's a bit after that. There's a bit that goes after that. There's a bit that goes after that.
Hare Krishna. So welcome to the Sunday program. And we got a few things happening today. With the kirtan is going very nicely. And now then I think Aradhya is sing Jai Radha Madhav. So if you can get ready for that and also get a seat ready here for today's class. Today's class is by Patit Pawan, His Grace Patit Pawan Prabhu. He's going to be speaking on Lord Shiva, because today is Mahashivratri. Mahashivratri. Now, we also later on, we're going to, today's feast been sponsored by Mahatma Prabhu, he had a birthday earlier on. So I hope he does turn up. He said he will come, but to the feast. It's an Ekadashi feast because of Shivratri. And I hope he turns up. He sponsored that feast. And we also saying goodbye to a member of our Yatra, Rinku. Rinku is not living today, but it's the last Sunday. So there'll be some words spoken about her later on. Now, I'm not sure what Patit Pawan's got on his agenda for glorifying Lord Shiva. But one thing it is clearly not, and this is a common mistake, that people think Shivratri is Shiv Jayanti. It's not. It's not. Because every month there is Shivratri. This today is Mahashivratri. So I hope Patit Pawan will enlighten us all with later on. Okay, you all feel restless, so raise your hands. Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Hare Hare! Hare Rama! Hare Rama! Rama Rama! Hare Hare! So be eager to listen to the greatest Vaishnav. Vaishnav Nam Yatha Shambhu in the Srimad Bhagavatam, right at the end, last chapter, I believe it says Vaishnav Nam Yatha Shambhu. The greatest Vaishnav is Lord Shiva, Shambhu. So today is his day, Please listen to his glorification. Start with Jai Radha Madhav first.
And I don't need it. It's fine. No, it's fine.
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय राधा माधव
Gopi Janava. No, you saw that.
गिरिवरधारी
यशोधानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तिरवनचारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तिरवनचारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तिरवनचारी
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तिरवनचारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
Starting note.
जय कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Jaya
Sachinandana Gaura Hare,
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare,
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare,
Jaya Nitachan, Jaya Nitachan,
Jaya Nitachan, Jaya Nitachan,
Jaya Nitachan, Jaya Nitachan,
Nitachan, Jaya Nitachan.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Oh
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe.
Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe.
Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada,
Jaya
Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Prabhupada.
Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Jai Gaur Prananande Hari Bol.
Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. So we'll do the invocation first. Jai. Gauranga. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutpada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savdutam Parijanas Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagarpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Kirpa Sindhu Bhaivacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sevasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Sri Sri Sachinan Nitai Chand Ki Jai. Lord Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani Ki Jai. Shri Radha Madhav Ki Jai. Shri Nrsimhadev Ki Jai. Or should it be for today? Har Har Mahadev Ki Jai. So I bow to the lotus feet of all my seniors well-wishers and the Vaishnavas and the congregation in the temple room and wherever listening, and begs for forgiveness and shelter of any mistakes made while trying to narrate. Because like Vidar Prabhu said, Lord Shivji is considered the greatest of Vaishnavas, and all for the right reasons, because it's all misunderstood. There is no competition between the Vaishnavas and the devotees of Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva himself has said that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. From the Shiv Purana, it says that 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu equal to one name of Lord Sri Ram. This is what's written in there, and that is amazing. And then you take further details from Skanda Purana, which are very similar, and then it goes down to that the holy name of the Lord is the highest, especially in Kali Yuga, and this is narrated over and over again by Lord Shivji. And then there's questions and answers by Mata Parvati ji, which is also written as Guru Geet in some places, narrating so many different verses, and the verses always change. The quantity of, not the message. So we are so fortunate as Vaishnavas to be able to take in the glories of Lord Shiva. So much importance is given, because in my spiritual life, even though coming from a different background, I started my journey as following Lord Shivji and chanting his holy name without any guidance, that is, with no spiritual master. Then it was here. The temple was facing in a different direction. The altar used to be behind me. And then I walked through the door, I still remember. And I think because I never met the Vaishnavas, I never met Guru Sevak or Vidar Prabhu, because Guru Sevak, they were just young kids, and I still remember. And they were doing kirtan. And I walked through the door, and I think Haridas Prabhu mistook me for Avatar Prabhu, because as I come in, he nodded like, Jaya, and I was like, I don't know why he's nodding at me. I've never met him before. And then I come in. And when I come in, so remember, coming as Lord Shivji's devotee to the temple room, without any guidance or spiritual master. I don't know how it happened. I used to have the Rudrakshmala, and there used to be another temple in Coventry, I think it's still there, the Hindu temple. And from very young age, I'm quite a disrupting person, because I grew up in a village, and we used to have a village temple there, and it was mainly Lord Shivji. The temple was over 200 years old, and as you know, the Pandits, lunchtime in Bharat is sleep time. Yeah, because service is finished. You've done your Mangal, you've done your morning, then you've done your lunchtime, then you honor Prasadam, go to sleep. And what did the Punjabi Munde used to come and do? We used to wait for them to go to sleep and then come and ring the bells loudly. And you'd hear the Pujari trying to scramble up, get up and come running after you. And all you'd hear in Punjabi, "Mainu pata tuji kitte rehne ha, main auna tadi maa na gall kar." And all the kids used to run off in different directions. And it was very similar, and then it was just natural. Like I said, I don't know how the Rudrakshmala ended up in my hand. Then I used to go to the Hindu temple. And then the Hindu temple, I used to be like on the door, like the door was locked. And it's like 7:45. And the Pujari is like, used to say, "You're too early." I was like, "It's 7:45. I've got to start work by 8:30. How can it be too early?" I said, "In Bharat, they used to do worship a lot earlier." And he said, "No, you're too early." Eventually, he had to get up because of me. So he had to come down by 7:30. Then he used to say, "Well, you need to help." And then I used to make jots for all the Aarti trays, because there used to be so many demigods residing there, and Matajis. So I didn't even get to do. And then one day I was looking at Krishna in the Hindu temple, and I said to him, "Oh, I like to offer arti." He said, "No." I was like, what do you mean, no? He goes, "No, you can't do it." Yeah. If you grew up in Bharat, I understood straight away what he meant. I was like, oh, okay. Then somehow naturally, I ended up here with Avatar, because Avatar Prabhu used to come before me. So I came here, and when Haridas Prabhu looked at me, and then as I came in, the class was naturally glorifying Krishna as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. And I just said, I was okay. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, Lord Shivaji. Yeah? Not actually understanding the philosophy, because I'm a village person. Because who cares? ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨੇ, when you live in a village, ਇਹਦੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਤਕੜੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ, you think like that. Without knowledge, ignorance is bliss, as they say. But it's not actually true. Ignorance is not bliss. It actually destroys a person. And then when the class had finished, I was like, because I generally don't like asking questions. I'm more of a person you learn to accept, unless it doesn't sound right. So when Haridas Prabhu was glorifying Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I was like, need to find that out. Like, why are you saying that? So after the class had finished, and Haridas Prabhu still 35, 40 years on, he's still last person to finish prasad, because he's always talking to everyone, he's always answering questions. So I was asking a question, why did you say that? And do you know, it's very hard to preach to a person who's already chanting the Lord Shivaji's name. It's not that easy to preach. And then Haridas Prabhu, well, you ask him yourself. I was like, ask who? He goes, well, you're saying you worship Lord Shiva, so ask Lord Shiva. Why? He goes, he will tell you. And then by Vaishnav Kirpa, because I come to the temple, took association of wonderful devotees. And then one night there was such an experience where I was trying to seeking, like, I thought you were the Supreme. And then by the mercy of Lord Shiva, he said, I'll show you who is the Supreme. And he was showing Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead in Vrindavan. So I'm so thankful to the devotees of the Lord for exposing me to Vaishnavism, because if I hadn't come to the UK, I wouldn't have known any different. Yeah? So the shelter of Vaishnavas is so important, you would not believe. Why I'm saying that? Because Lord Shiva is considered the greatest Vaishnava. If you take time out and read the message, because it's a bit like Arjun. Arjun asked a question to Lord Krishna, and then that led to Bhagavad Gita. And then Mata Parvati asked a question to Lord Shivji, and that led to, I think it was 352 verses or so. The importance of association and accepting a spiritual master. Yeah. Authorized spiritual master. So if you read those words, because I think it is called Bhagavati Gita, meaning Matas, and it's amazing. The importance of Guru, just taking darshan of your Guru, taking the darshan of his kharg meaning the wooden sandals of your spiritual master. And then the name he has given you to chant. This is what Lord Shivji is saying to Mata Parvati. The importance. And isn't that amazing? Here we are. And Vaishnav should definitely read this. Because I was so overjoyed, because when I first come to ISKCON, like after understanding who is Krishna, it was quite a unique experience where some devotees, we don't accept anybody. And I was like, what does that mean? We don't accept anybody. Because in Sanatana Dharma, it says that 33 crore Devi Devte, yeah, who run the entire creation for Lord Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If we don't accept anyone, what's their role then? So we have to accept. And when you read, Lord Shiva isn't saying worship me. Lord Shivji is saying worship Sri Ram, worship Sri Krishna, worship Sri Vishnu. He's not giving any other direction. I can't say every verse today because it's not humanly possible for me to do that. Because the references are so many, from Shiv Puran, Skanda Puran, Padma Puran, Vamandev Puran. There's so many verses, so many descriptions given and references to describe Lord Shivji. And you know, Lord Shivji's planet, even Brahma controls the whole creation. Lord Shivji's planet actually resides outside the boundaries of that. You know, sometimes when you see on a map, there's a city here, and there's like an odd house on the outskirts. So Lord Shivji's planet is like that. And then a couple of weeks ago, Guru Sevaka gave class on Sadashiv. If you remember who is Sadashiv. So we won't go into that. But when I first came to the temple, I remember when I took initiation and we used to do bathing. On one Saturday morning, I had the pleasure of giving service with Vidar Prabhu. And Vidar Prabhu always used to, in the background while we give service, used to listen to Brahma Sangita. And Brahma Sangita is amazing if you take time out again. I've only picked one verse for today because I can't go into all of them. It's just not possible. So what is the verse? It says, Kashiram yata dahi vikram vashesha yoga sanjayate na hit tataha prithag asti heto ya sambhutam api tataha samupati karyad. Jai Sachinanda Nitai Chand ki jai. Lord Jagannath Baladev Sutra Maharani ki. And then obviously Govindamadi Purisham Tamaha Bhajami. Jai. So what is this verse? It says, just as milk is transformed into curd by the action of acids, but yet the effects of curd is neither same as nor different from its cause, milk. So I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, of whom the state of Shambhu is a transformation for the performance of the work of destruction. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. That verse is very prominent to start with because straight away it tells you his position of Lord Shiva. Yeah? So straight away this verse tells you that Lord Shiva has a unique place in the Supreme Personality's Godhead. And also when I first came to ISKCON, I remember reading the verse because you don't retain all the knowledge. And there was a verse in the first few cantos. I still remember the translation just a little bit. It says, by doing tapasya, one can fill all the gaps of the demigods. Like you can take the position of Indra. That's why Indra is always fearing. If somebody does 100 yagyas, they can take his position. But it's just not the case of doing 100 yagyas. Because it's not the Western way of मैं 100 यज्ञ करते मैंने position मिल गई. Because when they say that you're doing 100 yajna, it means that mind, body and soul, you surrender to the process, all of it. Not part of it, all of it. Then you can have that position. It means you have realized. So it's said then that in some yugas, the Supreme Personality of Godhead expands himself to take those positions when there's nobody suitable to fill those positions. So he himself is Shivji, he himself is Brahma, he himself sometimes is Indra. But it's not a hard task if you've all read Krishna's pastimes book, when Brahma Vimohana, he kidnapped, and then Krishna expanded himself in so many. So it's not a difficult task. And then Vidar Prabhu, he just mentioned before, he said the verse in Bhagavatam, so we'll read, because we need to get through all of us, so we'll read a few, but I wanted to start with the Brahma Samhita because it literally establishes. So the verse that Vidar Prabhu was referring to, 12, 13, 16, sorry, if you can't hear, then it says, Nimna Ganam Yatha Ganga, Devanam Achyuto Yatha, Vaishnav Yatha Shambhu, Puranam Idam Tatha. Translation: just as Gangaji is the greatest of all rivers, Lord Achyuta, the supreme among all the deities, and Lord Shambhu, Shiva, the greatest of Vaishnavas, so Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest of all Puranas. How amazing is that verse? How amazing is this verse? You know, like in Gita Mahatmya is also by Lord Shivji, and it tells you that just by understanding one verse, well, you don't need to have the whole Vedic knowledge. One verse, if taken seriously and recited by a pure heart and understanding it and abiding by its instructions, one can go back to Godhead, if that so is your desire. Yeah? Does that make sense? Because Guru Sevak, Vidar Prabhu, Haridas, they've already given classes on this, so we won't dwell on it too much. Unless you have practiced spiritual life in this birth, you cannot go back to Godhead. Yeah? How many people live in Birmingham? Yeah. Have you had bin collection? Gand, rodan te pya. So in Golok Vrindavan, Gand nahi hote allowed kar dein. That's my situation, Gand. One has to purify oneself by spiritual association, by Guru association, by Vaishnava association, because that's what Sat Sang means. So by honoring Lord Shiva, you have not lost anything, you've just gained, because he's the greatest of all Vaishnavas. And one of his titles is Kshetrapal. It is given that Kshetrapal literally doesn't mean just the temple, the land. It actually means also the devotee. If devotee is in danger, the devotee should remember Lord Shivji, because he will come and protect you. You don't have to run to Krishna every time. Yeah? Because there is a story about Lord Krishna where this devotee, he was in the jungle. And there was a tiger. It was a tiger or a lion, and he attacked. And the devotee just closed his eyes. Oh, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And then Krishna obviously had to come and protect. And then he opened his eyes, and he was safe. And the tiger was gone, or the lion. And he went on. And later on, he saw Krishna. He's looking, okay, he doesn't look well dressed today. What happened to him? All his Krishna's kapde is torn to bits. And he's asking, well, what happened? He goes, what do you mean, what happened? आप तो अक्खा बंद कर लेंगे रक्षा तेरी केयर करनी सी. You yourself close your eyes, but who's going to protect you? Who? You know, in English, they do say like, you do something, then you will be rewarded. It's no good just standing in the face of, just stand there if you got legs, the ability to run. Krishna doesn't need to do everything for you. Does he? Krishna is not your alarm clock. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then Srila Sukadeva Goswami and 8733, again Bhagavatam. I won't read all the verses, I'll read the translation. It says, exalted, self-satisfied persons who preach to the entire world, think of your lotus feet constantly within their hearts. However, when persons who do not know your austerity see you moving with Uma, because that's another name for Mata Parvati ji, they misunderstand you to be lusty, or when they see you wandering in the crematorium, they mistakenly think that you are ferocious and envious. Certainly they are shameless. They cannot understand your activities. Lord Shivji, is that amazing? Lord Shivji was once, he was traveling in the sky. I'm sure you must have heard this katha before. Lord Shivji travels on Nandi, and Mata Parvati was walking in front, and somebody saw them, and they're like, le, aap baal dete beta, bibi more turi jandi hai. So Lord Shivji thought, okay, chalo, I'll get down. He goes to Mata, you sit. Some got further down, and he goes, le, aap more te na bibi nu utte baal dete bethaya. He's got his Dharmapatni, he's walking himself. Then they both sat. Got further down, then he was like, Sharamini, dono hi bete hain. Okay, get down. Shivji picked up Nandi, got further down. Then somebody criticized, like, Kiya, aap dono hi ture jande ho, baal utte modyan te rakhya hai. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? That tells you that you shouldn't worry about what others are thinking, because spiritual life is your own, not somebody else's. Yeah? There's a very good English saying. They say, eat for yourself and dress for others. Yeah? Bhakti. You know, when you go to the jewelers, they display jewelry. But when you want to see a diamond or a precious hira, they have to go to the safe. Bhakti is like that. You have to keep it within your heart, precious and protected. Because that's your personal sadhana. That should be your mansik seva, your personal deity. That is your Vrindavan. And then you should grow that. But you can only grow your mansik seva through association of experienced devotees and a spiritual master. Then Lord Shiva was speaking to the kings of Prachina Bahari. It says, Lord Shiva continued, any person who is surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Krishna. Again, these are verses from Bhagavatam as references. Surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, the controller of everything, material nature as well as a living entity, is actually very dear to me. This is what Lord Shivji is saying. that the devotees are very dear to me. But some devotees say, we don't recognize. And then in the few verses, you actually get to see the description of Lord Shivji. Because Lord Shivji isn't actually like smeared in ash all the time. Yeah. When you see him blue, that's not Lord Shivji's natural color. Because Lord Shivji's natural color is described as the champaka flower. And there's two types. And then you get references to both. There's like one champaka flower is creamy in color, like color of ivory tusk, and the other one is golden. So we'll read, it says, translating, the Prachetas were fortunate to see Lord Shiva, the chief of the demigods, emerging from the water with his associates. His bodily luster was just like molten gold. His throat was bluish, and he had 3 eyes, which looked very mercifully upon his devotees. He was accompanied by many musicians who were glorifying him. As soon as the Prachetas saw Lord Shiva, they immediately offered their obeisances in great amazement and fell down at the lotus feet of the Lord. So don't think that Lord Shivji always travels completely smeared. Yeah. My dear Lord, I wish to see you exactly in the form, this is Lord Shiva now, saying to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, again from Bhagavatam, my dear Lord, I wish to see you exactly in the form that you very dear devotees worship. You have many other forms, but I wish to see your form that is especially liked by the devotees. Please be merciful upon me and show me that form, for only that form worshipped by the devotees can perfectly satisfy all the demands of the senses. How amazing is this verse? This is Lord Shivji now saying to the Lord. I won't, because otherwise I'll guess. This is the Lord's beauty, this Lord Shiva saying, resembles a dark cloud during the rainy season. As the rainfall glistens, his bodily features also glisten. Indeed, he is the sum total of all beauty. The Lord, because he's talking about, he says in Vaikuntha, he said, the Lord has 4 arms, an exquisitely beautiful face with eyes like lotus petals, a beautiful highly raised nose, a mind-attracting smile, a beautiful forehead, and equally beautiful and fully decorated ears. So look at the description that Lord Shivji is given. How many people has taken, there must be everybody in this temple room, have everybody taken darshan of Radha Ramanji? Yeah? Have you seen his eyes? They stretch like lotus petal. They don't just finish like ours. Actually stretch. And he looks beautiful. So that was the descriptions and the importance of Lord Shivji. On Mahashivratri, some people say, like Vidar Prabhu has already said, it wasn't the marriage on a Mahashivratri. It was actually the dance, and some people still say it was actually drinking of the water, which was churning during the churning, the poison water. And then it says he took his 2 hands. He took his 2 hands and he's drinking, because he said to Mataji, there's nobody else. I have to release the distress of the devotees, because the poison is distress. And he says he joined his 2 palms, he drinks the poison and he retains it in his gala, in his throat. And he says, while he was drinking any drop. So what do we consider when devotees, senior devotees or Lord Krishna, you see them give a drop, you catch it, don't you? Yeah? So who caught the poison that was then dripping from Lord Shiva's hands? It was the snakes and the scorpions. They honored it and kept it. Yeah? Because these creatures, they only come out to play. I'm talking about the scorpions and snakes when they're hungry. They won't come to your house unless you provoke them. They have a stand. So out of 8,400,000 species of life, they exist. It's nothing to be frightened of. Yeah? And the dance, it says, marks the night when Shivji performed his divine Anand Tandav, the dance of bliss, representing the cycle of creation, preservation, and destruction in the universe. This cosmic dance reflects the eternal rhythm of life, death, and rebirth. I literally said that. So, and it's also, there's a Leela. You must have heard it. Devotees have repeated it. Narad Muni was visiting Lord Vishnu, where Lakshmi Mataji was serving Lord Vishnu. I don't know if you guys, the devotees have seen, you see Mata Lakshmi massaging like this. It is said that the hands of Mata Lakshmi doesn't even actually touch Lord's body. And Lord's body, the Lord's going, could you do it a little bit more gentle? Can you try and understand that? How many there must be many. I think Guru Sevak and Alok is not here today with them. When you're serving our Guru Maharaj, we used to have to massage Guru Maharaj's, and Guru Maharaj used to ask, like, squeeze. Yeah? Squeeze harder. So I remember that. And then there was a Lord's devotee, because it was to establish who was the greatest. I forget the devotee's, the Rishi's name. He went and kicked in the chest. Remember, he's asking Mahalakshmi gently. And he went and kicked Lord Vishnu in the chest. And Lord Vishnu is asking, are you okay? You didn't hurt yourself. Yeah. From gently to being kicked in the chest. Yeah. And everybody must have heard of Ravan in this room, yes? Sorry, I forgot to tell them. So, when Narad Muni, he was asking Mata Lakshmi for Maha of Lord Vishnu. And then when Narad Muni, eventually Mata Lakshmi said, come on this day. I'm trying to cut the katha short. And then he went and Narad Muni ate the Maha. And he was so much in bliss, ecstatic, enjoying. He's doing Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. And he comes to the abode of Lord Shiva. And Shivji is already seeing that, there's something special. So he says, Narad Muni, you're looking very pleased today. Again, so I'll cut it short. He says, I have just come from visiting Lord Vishnu. And he says, actually, I had Maha. And that's when Lord Shivji got serious. You had Maha? What's the next question? Where's my share? Some devotees say that in the chola, some say in the nail, one morsel of rice. One morsel, which he gave. Yeah? Some say, jhoota deta. No. If you go to Jagannath Puri, I've seen the pandas where if you could be eating to prove the purity of the prasad, They say, open your mouth, and they'll take it and they eat it. Yeah? Lord Shivji ate and he started dancing so wonderfully and so joyfully. ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤਕੜਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਇੱਧਰ ਉੱਧਰ ਨੂੰ ਹਿਲਣਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ. While he was dancing, he could have annihilated the universe. And then his Mataji approached, ਭਈ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਠੰਡਾ ਕਰ ਦੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ. So Mataji approached, and what did Mataji ask? Why are you so excited? I had Maha. You had Maha, so where's my share? Because it's important. How many devotees, so I digress, but it's very important. How many devotees in this temple room, they have deities at home? Jai, wow. So if you're cooking every day and you give it to the lordships, whoever your Ishtadev is, you're honoring prasadam. But Vishwas hona chahiye that I'm honoring prasad. And then go back to the cooking. It's how you prepped it, how you chopped it, how you ignited the gas, how you put it in the patila. What mentality have you got while you're cooking? I'm going to go shopping, Pati Dev will be here. If you're like me, as soon as you walk through the door, I'm hungry. Have you not cooked anything? That's the Shetirani Pogla could get shopping. That's not prasad. Yeah, prasad is that. Yeah, prasad is that you can recite verses while you're cooking, because the person who's supposed to honor the prasad you have made, you're supposed to be, by the honoring that prasad, destroy the lust, anger, and greed that resides within that person. Does that make sense? That is prasad. But those who were doing Nectar of Instruction on Zoom, you would have gone through the verses. Yeah? The first verse literally starts on what should be your diet. Yes? That's how important is prasad. You can't just... Yeah? It doesn't work like that. It has to be. If you have Ishtadev and you got deities, you should be calling them off the altar. You should be asking them to do Leela, regardless of where you live. You should be saying to them, oh, I know we're in Birmingham. I think Gopita tenu malni. Nobody makes makhan here. What you been doing all the day? Were you standing like that? Did you go anywhere? You should have these conversations with your Lord. Establish a relationship. Because with you, He shouldn't be the Lord. Yeah? It's whatever relationship you've established. And that's what Lord Shiva, He tells you how to establish the relationship. The importance of Lord Shiva is so magnanimous. So magnanimous. We all know who Ravan is, yeah? Considered demon. He abducted Sita Mata. He did this, he did that. That's what we always remember. Yeah? But when Sri Ramji wanted to do yagya at the show, the best priest at the time, who was it? And then when you go home, find the verses written by Ravan that glorifies Lord Shivji dancing. I think it's 15 or 16. Oh, my knowledge holders disappeared. I think it's 15 or 16 verses, and they're amazing. When I mean amazing, that's fine, because I'm trying to go further past my where I am. Bear with me a second, so we'll read one. So this is just the first verse written by Ravan to please Lord Krishna. Yeah. There dances Shiva, his great Tandav, from his huge matted hair like a forest, is pouring out and flowing down the sacred water of the river Ganga and making the ground holy. On that holy ground, Shiva is dancing his great Tandav dance. That's a demon writing this. According to the scriptures, Apad Bandeya Manav. I couldn't write that. But that's the demon. He's glorifying Lord Shiva. You know, I was listening to a katha and it says, the most important thing to do, you must be able to sing for the Lord. Yeah, you must be able to sing for the Lord. That's if you want to establish a relationship. When I say most important, you have to understand what is the requirement. Because what is all the scriptures? It says Bhagavad Gita, Geet, poem, song, battlefield, Bhavani Gita. It's everything's poetry, the way the questions and answers are asked. Yeah? Then what does he say? Supporting his neck and hanging down are the lofty serpents which are adorning his neck like lofty garlands. Can you imagine? Just imagine that description. His damru is continuously waving at the sound dum 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 and filling the air all round. Shiva performs such a passionate tandav. And then he's asking, please give me a auspicious sidelong glance. So we're here now, may as well read it because we're trying to glorify the tandav. So we may as well read the few verses. Yeah. The next verse says, the huge matted hair like a cauldron is revolving round and round, and whirling with it is a great river goddess Gangaji. And the strands of his matted hair, which are like huge creepers, are waving like huge waves. His forehead is brilliantly effulgent. And on the surface of that huge forehead is burning a blazing fire with a sound. That's the eye now. Dagda, 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 referring to his third eye. And a young crescent moon is shining on the peak. O my Lord Shiva, your great Tandav dance is passing a huge surge of delight every moment through my being. How wonderful is these verses? And he's wrote these for the pleasure of Lord Shivji. And then the next one it says, Gauda. And now he is accompanied by the beautiful Divine Mother, who is a supporter of the earth and the daughter of the Mountain King. She is ever his companion in his various divine sports. The entire horizon is shaking with the force of that Tandav, and the subtle waves of the Tandav is entering the sphere of the mind and raising waves of excessive joy. That Shivji, the flow of whose graceful side glance can restrain even the unrestrainable calamities, and who is Digavara, clothed with sky, signifying he is ever free and without any desire. Sometimes in his mind materializes the wish to play the divine sport, and hence this great Tandav. The reddish-brown serpents on his matted hairs are throbbing with their hoods raised. With that throb, the luster of the red pearls on their raised hoods, because they're money snakes. You must have, devotees must have read, yeah, hopefully. Collectively smearing the directions, the sky with liquid saffron. The sky is appearing like huge face of a bride adorned with red saffron. This is when the snakes are breathing. Imagine the intelligence of the individual. His upper garment is flying in the breeze and shaking like the thick skin of intoxicated elephant. My mind is experiencing an extraordinary thrill in this divine sport. It is being carried away by the sustainer of all beings, Lord Shivji. I only read 4, otherwise I'm going to try and quickly get my thread back. Because also Shivratri is also celebrated because we must all know the story of Mata Sati, like what happened, and then Jyotirlingams came. But it was Mata Sati ji who actually came back as Mata Parvati. Yeah? And it is written in some Puranas that Lord Shivji had gone into deep meditation. He was in that much strong meditation, he didn't want anything to do with the world. But it said that Lord Shivji has to be with his energy, otherwise spiritually there's a gap. There's no creation. Because the male and they create together. Jai Sri Satyananda Nitai Chand ki Jai. Jai Lord Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki Jai. Shri Radha Madhav ki Jai. Lord Nrsimhadev ki Jai. So I quickly read 2 paragraphs. And then it says, Parvati was born as the daughter of Himavan, the Himalayan mountain personified. And Meena, that was the mother, from child, and she had deep love and devotion for Shiva, recognized him as her eternal consort from her past life as Sati. However, Shiva was in profound tapasya and uninterested in worldly bounds. To win his attention and prove her unwavering devotion, Parvati renounced her royal luxuries, jewelry, and comforts, because she was a princess of the Himalayan king. She went to the Himalayas, lived ascetically, and performed extremely rigorous penance for many years. Sometimes it's described as thousands of years. This included enduring harsh weather, standing in the rain, snow, or heat, fasting, meditating on Shiva's form, chanting mantras like the Pank Chakshri, Om Namah Shivaya, and controlling her senses and mind. Her tapasya was not just to get Shivji, but to purify herself, align her energy with his, and awaken him from his trance-like state. And then Sage Naradaji came and advised that only through such a dedicated austerity could she please ascetic Shivji, as external beauty or status would not suffice. Her devotion, patience, and her inner strength eventually moved Shivji. He tested her resolve in various ways, but was impressed by her purity and determination. This led to their divine marriage, restoring balance. Shakti uniting with Shivji symbolizes the perfect harmony of consciousness and energy, asceticism and household life. Shall I stop there, Prabhuji? Yeah, because it's 4:30. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, because I got carried away. Apologies. I didn't actually get to finish all the way down. Does everybody understand, in summary, the importance of Lord Shivji? Because before talking about him, that's why I gave the shok, Brahma Sangita, and the shlokas from Bhagavatam. Does everybody understand the importance? Is there any questions, any doubts? Go to. And we'll get Guru Sevak to answer the questions.
Hare Krishna. Hare Mahadev.
Jai Hare Hare Mahadev.
Thank you for a wonderful class, Prabhu. That's very enlightening. It's interesting what you said, that you came here and you said, I thought Shiva was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And it just reminded me of in the Srimad Bhagavatam, when the Yamdutas came to get a Jamil, they went back to Yamraj.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, Vishnu Duta was there. And I said, oh, that's fine. He said, well, we thought you were the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he was so pleased for them to question him, because then he could preach to them about the Lord. And similarly, I'm sure Mahadev was very pleased when you questioned it, because he is the best Vaishnava.
Surviving by the mercy of the Vaishnavas.
Yeah, so that's very nice, Prabhu. There's one thing I don't know, what we can do with this. So Sadashiv is in the spiritual world, right? He's eternal. So how does it work then? Shiva, you said Krishna will become Shiva if there's no other. So is Shiva a post in the material world?
Yes.
But Sadashiv is already there. Then he becomes, the Rudras and
for
Shiva.
the localies, that is a post same as Sri Brahmaji.
Yes.
Yeah.
So isn't it Sadashiv who comes through as the Shiva? Or how does that work? Do you?
No, I can't remember now.
Do you want to? I can do it, but I think.
I'll go first. Go over
there. If I go back to a little basic knowledge first, is when we all at school we're learning mathematics, 2 + 2 is 4. That's it. We don't learn anything else. When we go to secondary school, we start learning trigonometry, algebra, what is all this. Then we go to maybe advanced A levels. Then we go to university. You realize how vast the subject is. So similarly, in this matter, the more I'm reading, the more astounding and vast the knowledge is, and it becomes difficult sometimes to grasp. I'll give an example. Just today, I was reading one verse from the Brahma Samhita and the purport of that. And he said that in the creation process, first there's Hiranyagarbha Brahma, then Chaturmukh Brahma. This is first time I'm hearing this. There's Hiranyagarbha Brahma, and there's no description. It's like an amalgamation of all the living entities who want to enjoy the material world. But from that arises a Chaturmukhi Brahma. This is the first time I'm hearing this. So I'm learning in my process that the further I learn, the more I learn, the more I don't know. So recently I was reading about Lord Shiva and how it's connected with Mahavishnu, Mahavishnu's gaze at material nature, and that's Sati. So that is the creative potency. That the gaze of Mahavishnu is Shambhu. Yeah. But then I read a lot more and I got bewildered. So, Guru Sahib, you want to say anything?
Yeah, so, I mean, as far as I know, Sadashiva is a direct expansion of Mahavishnu. There are no difference between the two. They're actually identical. That's why Shivalok is in the spiritual world, because the Sadashiva there is actually identical to Mahavishnu, just an expansion. So, as far as, maybe Prabhuji can correct me, but I know there's so many Rudra incarnations in the material world, and one of them is Shambhu, who is Lord Shiva. So there's a whole class of Rudra incarnations. So they are, probably you can probably expand better than I can. The Lord Shiva that we know of in the material world is one of them. So he is Lord Vishnu incarnated to deal with material energy, because otherwise he doesn't. So that's why he's considered milk and yogurt, that kind of thing. So that's why Lord Shivaji's position is considered above the Jiva. So Jiva can go up to, is it 57 quality, 54 or 57? Is it 50? Yeah. And then Lord Shiva goes to like something 55. And then Lord Vishnu is 60. And then Lord Ram is like 62. Is it 62 or 64? Lord Krishna has how many then? 64. No, but Lord Ram doesn't have 64. Lord Ram has
62.
Yeah, then Lord Krishna has 64, and Lord Ram, I think, has 2 less, I think. Lord Ram doesn't dance, and there's 2 of them that he doesn't have. Because someone asked, who was it? Tulsi Das. He goes, you've written so many, this Tulsi Das Ramayan, based on Lord Ram, but he has 2 less qualities than Lord Krishna. And so he said only has 62, not 64. And Tulsidas said, wow, I wrote the whole of Tulsidas Ramayana on one of Lord Ram's qualities. I'll have to write another 61 based on that. So Lord Shivaji, in that respect, is an incarnation of the Lord to deal with material energy. So, because I've been listening to the Daksha pastime recently in Srimad Bhagavatam. So if you look at it, Daksha was actually contemporary of Lord Shiva. So contemporary meaning like it's like us in the temple. Let's say like you're Lord Shiva or something like that, and I'm Daksha. Please don't cut my head off, by the way. So in that instance, they were all there at the start of the universe, and they used to do yajnas. This is how incredible, you have to look how incredible Lord Shivaji is and Daksha is. Daksha is not an ordinary person. He's a great Vaishnav. He's a Prajapati, son of like Lord Brahma. When he does yajnas, Lord Vishnu directly comes and sits in the yajna. We do yajnas and we think, oh, Krishna, please accept it. We don't know if we're doing the mantras right, whatever. Lord Vishnu and Lord Shivaji and Lord Brahma come to his yajnas. Yet, because Lord Shivaji married Sati, he assumed Lord Shiva is less than him. And he actually said so much. When he got envious of Lord Shivaji, he criticized and said, Lord Shiva has accepted a lower position than me by marrying my daughter. That's the way Daksha saw it. And because he insulted Lord Shivaji, because one of the assembly, Daksha walked in and everyone stood up. Lord Shivaji didn't stand up. Because he's one of the, like the 3 murtis, isn't it, Lord Shiva? He didn't need to stand up. So Daksha got offended and said, why did he not stand up? Then he became envious and started criticizing. So when this Sati incident happened, and Sati Mata gave up her body because Lord Shivaji wasn't being given the actual results of the sacrifice, it said that at that point in time in the assembly, Bhrigu Muni and many others were criticizing, when Daksha was criticizing Lord Shiva, one of the sages smiled and showed his teeth. Another one showed his eyebrow like this. And then when Sati Mata immolated herself and she caught fire and finished, Lord Shivaji sent Virabhadra, pulled the hair out and threw it. Virabhadra came and ripped the eyebrows off one of the sages that did that. The person who had teeth, he smashed his teeth. Sorry, bro. Here. And then, in result of all this, Virabhadra tried to rip the head off Daksha. He couldn't do it. Because this is how great Daksha was as well. He was trying all of his might to try and rip off Daksha's head. He couldn't do it. Then he saw an implement at the sacrifice they used to cut the actual the animal. So he grabbed that and sliced his head off like that. And he said Lord Brahma went to see Lord Shiva to pacify him. And even though Lord Shivaji appeared, when Lord Brahma got angry from his forehead, I think Lord Shivaji appeared, he was praising Lord Shiva. Lord Brahma was himself. So you can see that even if you're a Vaishnav, we never disrespect Lord Shiva. In the early days of ISKCON, because I remember, like we were young, people used to be like, Lord Shivaji is nothing. They used to be so, because they didn't know anything, they were so ignorant and they used to be so offensive. They should take message from this Daksha pastime. In ISKCON then, we were so kache. When we do rounds, Krishna doesn't appear. Daksha was doing sacrifices, Lord Vishnu would come. Because Lord Vishnu knew in this yajna, Lord Shivaji was going to be disrespected. That's the only yajna that Daksha did where Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu didn't attend. That's the only one. Because they knew he's going to offend Lord Shiva, he's going to get killed. And imagine Lord Vishnu's in that sacrifice and Veerabhadra shows up. Then we've got a bit of a problem. Because Lord Vishnu is not just going to sit there. And this Veerabhadra is fascinating actually. When Lord Shivaji fought Lord Krishna, this is in that pastime, Veerabhadra was also there. And he was fighting, I think, directly with, I can't remember who, maybe one of the Lord Krishna's generals. Veerabhadra was directly just fighting. This is the Veerabhadra from the heavenly planets. So you can see, like, these personalities are very, very powerful. So Lord Shivaji's position, we should always consider it as very much transcendental. He's in all the different rasas, all of them. He's incredible like that he can be simultaneously in all of the rasas. And Lord Krishna actually said this is Gopeshwar when he came in. The gopis were saying, he goes, Krishna, you are Ishwar. How can you say he's Gopeshwar? And Lord Krishna said, no, this Lord Shiva he's the Ishwar of all the gopis. So we definitely have a very respectful position for Lord Shiva. And even, I think Prem Prakash, if he was here, he would know, he's read that in one of the Kalpas, Lord Shivaji was actually seen as the supreme. This is where, at that point in time, Shiv Puran was written. So when people quote Shiv Puran, it's written in a different kalpa, that's where the pastime, even where Lord Nrsingadev, when Lord Nrsingadev got too angry, Lord Shivaji made a larger form and actually ended up killing Lord Nrsingadev. So, and I think Jiva Goswami actually comments on this very briefly. I was trying to research it more to try and find, but he comments on this very briefly because it's actually brought up. So Lord Shivaji's position is very transcendental, but we should always know that he considers himself a devotee of the Lord. Someone even asked me this question, how can you say that Lord Krishna is supreme? Lord Shivaji delivers as well. I asked him, okay, how does he deliver? He goes, at Banaras. I goes, great, wonderful, Prabhu. So what does it say Lord Shivaji does if someone dies in Banaras? He goes, I don't know. I goes, I'll tell you. He goes up to the person and in his ear says the name of Ram. I go, so Lord Shivaji delivering him by saying the name of Ram. Why doesn't Lord Shivaji go and say his own name in it? Shivaji. No, he doesn't. He goes and says the name of Ram because Ram has the power to deliver. Lord Krishna is called Mukunda. He's the only one that can give mukti. So this is where Lord Shivaji is even delivering via the name of Ram. So I hope that kind of, in a massively roundabout way. I think Puran Prakash was going to say something. Prabhuji, yourself as well.
You go first. Okay. Prabhu's provided an excellent explanation and everything. I'll provide this simple explanation in that, so we are Jiva Tattva. I think we all understand that. We are soul. Sadashiv is Vishnu Tattva, and Lord Shiva is Shiva Tattva. So he's the intermediate. So, it's above us. We can't be, so we could be Lord Brahma, for example, if we have done enough piety or whatnot, or when we first come down, but we can't be Lord Shiva. So as simple as that, really. We respect Lord Shiva as the greatest Vaishnav, Shambhu, but we don't try to become him. That's the easy way to understand it.
But they removed the eyelashes, but he removed the eyes.
Was it the eyes? Yeah. Oh, okay. Even that person, when he asked to get all of the things given back, he said that person who had his teeth removed can only eat when somebody else chooses the food for him. So even the head, Lord Brahma said, Lord Shiva said, make sure he gets the head of a goat, so he always remembers this. Because if you imagine if he gets his normal head back, and the usual habit is, as soon as you get restituted from a thing, you forget that you did it. Because he's got a goat's head, he'll always remember, like, look, this is what happened.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for such a nectarian class. And you took us into the pastimes of Lord Shiva and Brahma Samhita, and you covered everything. It was like going through Shiv Bhagavatam, through Shivji, and then, coming back, like Guru Sevak Prabhu explained and everything. I just wanted to say that those of you, if you want to visit, there's a Daksh temple near Haridwar, Kankhal. And yes, Kankhal. We were there a couple of years ago during Shivratri, and we have seen the kund actually, where, all the yagya happened. Yes, it's massive, and Kankhal. It's very, very near Haridwar. And to be shown, by the pujaris there, this is the place where this happened, that happened, the visuals, the kind of thing. And it's become a beautiful temple now. It used to be very, very raw looking temple when I was growing up. But now it's beautiful. But those of you, if you are visiting Haridwar, and there's a place called Veerbhadra as well. Yes, it's not too far from Haridwar. And it's between Dehradun and Haridwar. So that actually explains that why that place is called Veerbhadra. I'm sure that the pastimes happened there. Because when all this happened and they were just going, they didn't have, all the pastimes didn't happen exactly in the courtyard of Raja Daksh. They must be running away, there must be a fight happening. Yes, and there's a place called Veerbhadra. So when you were saying, I was like, oh, now I understand why Veerbhadra is not right there, why it's there, and the importance. So thank you for taking us into the Leelas today. Thank you.
Actually, that reminds me that those who are disciples of Krishna Swami, he directed us that whenever somebody passes away, you take the ashes to Kankal, then you go to Kushaghat to do another vidhi, and then Harkipori. And these are all like in a line. But I did it for my mom. But when you're doing that, these other pastimes, I was a bit not in the right frame of mind, so to connect with those pastimes. But next time I would definitely like to connect with those other pastimes.
I know that ghat is called Sati Ghat in Kankal.
Yeah, Sati Ghat in Kankal. So wonderful. So I hope you're all feeling a little not enlightened about Lord Shiva now. We will get up now, do Aarti, and then we got a celebration and we got a goodbye to do. Hare Krishna, once again, yes. Excellent, wonderful class, Patipan Prabhu. Hare, everybody please stand up. And mic up for the Aarti, please.
Haribo. It's okay, we already done it. Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Nitai Chan Sachinandan Jaya Nitai Chan Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Nitai Chan Sachinandan Jaya Nitai Chan Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Nitai Chan Sachinandan Jaya Nitai Chan Keep Jaya Jaya Gaurachande Arati Shobha Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Oh Nittai Go Nittai Go Nittai Go Nittai Go. Nittai Go Nittai Go.
Namayo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitina Vine
Namo Vishnu Padaya Can't reach 5 hits like he does. I'll play more.
Vedanta Swami Nitina Namaste Saraswati Devi Prabhupada Gauravani Prachadine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Devi Bolo bolo Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare.
Hare Nitya Gauranga Jayo Gaura Hari. Nitya Gauranga Jayo Gaura Hari. Oh Nitya Gauranga Jayo Gaura Hari. Oh Gaura 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 Hari. Bolo bolo. Oh Gaura 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 Hari. Oh Gauranga 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 Gauranga. Oh Nityananda Ram Jayo Nityananda Ram. Oh Nityananda Ram Jayo Nityananda Ram. Oh Nitya 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 Gauranga. Nitya 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 Gauranga. Oh Nitya 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 Gauranga. Oh Nityananda Ram Jayo Nityananda Ram. Oh Nityananda Ram Jayo Nityananda Ram. Gaura 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 Hare. Oh Gaura 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 Hare. Oh Gaurang Nitai Jayo Gaurang Nitai. Oh Gaurang Nitai Jayo Gaurang Nitai.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhava Tume
Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu me.
Jayo Jagannath Jayo Jagannath Jayo Jagannath Swami Jagannath.
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Shama Sundara, Jaya Jagannath.
Jayo Jagannath Jayo Jagannath Jayo Jagannath Swami Jagannath. Jayo Jagannath
Swami Jagannath.
Jayo Baladev Jayo Subhadra Jayo Baladev Jayo Subhadra.
Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra.
Jayo Sudarshan Jayo Sudarshan Jayo Sudarshan Rakshama.
Jaya Sudarshan, Jaya Sudarshan, Jaya Sudarshan, Rakshama.
Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hare Jayo Sachinandana Gaura Hare.
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya
Nitai Chan, Jayo Nitai Chan, Jayo Nitai Chan, Jayo Nitai Chan. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari.
Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari.
Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe.
Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe.
Jayo Radha Shama Sundara Radha Shama Sundara Radhe.
Jayo Radha Shama Sundara Radha Shama Sundara Radhe.
Jayo Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan. Jayo Giri Govardhan.
Jayo Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jayo Giri Govardhan.
Jayo Shimadhusudan, Shimadhusudan, Shimadhusudan. Jayo Shimadhusudan.
Jaya Shri Madhusudan, Jaya Shri Madhusudan, Jaya Shri Madhusudan, Jaya Shri Madhusudan.
Jayo Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Jayo Mani Ma.
Jayo Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Mani Ma, Jayo Mani Ma.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Hey Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Oh, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram.
Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram.
Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram, Raja Ram Ram Ram.
हे हमारो तन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा.
हमारो धन राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा.
हे हमारो तन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा.
हमारो धन राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा.
बजो रे मन राधा 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 राधा.
भजो रे मन राधा 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 राधा.
हे हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा.
हमारो धन राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा.
मुनीन्द्र विंद वंदिते त्रिलोक शोक हारिणी प्रसन्न वक्र पंकजे निकुंज भूविलासिनी.
वृंद वृंद वंदिते त्रिलोक शोक हारिणी प्रसन्न वक्र पंकजे निकुंज भूविलासिनी.
वजेन्द्र भानुनंदनी वजेन्द्र सुन संगते कदा करिष्यसि हमां कृपा कटाक्ष भाजना.
ब्रजेन्द्र भानुनंदनी ब्रजेन्द्र सुन संगते कदा करिष्यसि हमां कृपा कटाक्ष भाजना.
कदा करिष्यसि हमां कृपा कटाक्ष भाजना.
कदा करिष्यसि हमां कृपा कटाक्ष भाजना.
श्री राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा. हमारो धन
राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा.
हे हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा.
हमारो धन राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा.
श्री राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा.
श्री राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा.
श्री राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा.
श्री राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा.
So, Radha Kripa Kataksha is actually written by Lord Shiva. So you can see Lord Shiva is amazing. Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jayo Prabhupada, Jagat Guru.
जय प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद. जय प्रभुपाद, जगत गुरु.
Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jayo Prabhupada, Jagat Guru.
जय प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद. जय प्रभुपाद, जगत गुरु.
Jayo Gurudev, Jayo Gurudev. Jayo Gurudev, Patite Pavan.
जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव. जय गुरुदेव, पतित पावन.
Jayo Gurudev, Jayo Gurudev, Gurudev. Jayo Gurudev, Patite Pavan.
जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव. जय गुरुदेव, पतित पावन.
Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol.
Gaura Haribol, 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 Gaura Haribol.
Haribol, Haribol, Haribol.
Haribol, 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 Haribol.
Haribol, 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 Haribol.
Haribol, 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 Haribol.
Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur.
Tagore, Tagore,
Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur.
Tagore, 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 Tagore.
Gaura Premanande.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी ठाकुर शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। गुरु परंपरा की जय। सर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। नामाचार्य शीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्री श्री सच्चिदानंद निताय चांद की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री राधा माधव राधा रमन भगवान की जय। महाशिवरात्रि महोत्सव की जय हो। ISKCON Coventry की जय। परमाराध्य बुद्ध पावन शीला गुरु महाराज की जय। गौर ब्रह्मानंदी। All glories to the Assembly devotees. All glories to the Assembly devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj ki jai ho. Nice kirtan.
Hare Krishna, we'll do Nasingati now. We have our list, all those names included, but anybody special to be mentioned for Nasingati? If you know somebody, please think of them as we sing Nasingati. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Paralatalataine. You can do it, Ariel. Hingakashiya Pulakshaya. Hiranyakashi Pulakshaya. Shilangalakaine. Shilatangalakaine. Tuna singo, paratuna singo. Oh, paratuna singo. Yataya mitatuna singo. Yataya mitatuna singo. Pahena singo, pidayena singo. Pahena singo, pidayena singo. Singada shadalam papalev. Lakam upapasingaya talita hirangikasipu tanuenga kesharavita nanahari upa jaikadari shahada jaidotati shahada jaidotati shahada Shahada Daya Kadadi Shahada Dashri Tanana Deova Kadadi Shahada Nasingadev Jayo, Nasingadev Jayo, Nasingadev Jayo, Nasingadev. Palanda Jayo, Palapala Jayo, Palatala Jayo, Palatala. Singadev ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
The other one? I'll take this one. Thank you. Please take it away. Hare, how many you got? One more. Okay, Hare Krishna. We're serving prasadam soon. I have a list of announcements, so I'm going to try and go through them quickly before we come to the two events we want to celebrate today. The most important announcement. Cafe cutoff time is today. What time? We got Ekadashi minimal menu from the cafe today, but chips. Is that it? A really minimal menu today. Real, complete minimal. Okay. What's the cutoff time today? Half hour. Please get the orders in the next half hour, please. Just some advance warning about some events coming up. Haribol, please. No, nobody now. We finished. You can put them away. Yeah. Last week, a few days, week plus, we had an amazing festival called Nityanand Trayodasi, appearance of Lord Nityanand. It was a day full of Jainitai. Yes. But in 2 weeks' time, we're going to be replacing that with Gauranga. It's going to be Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day, Gaura Purnima, Tuesday, 3rd of March. Tuesday, 3rd of March, we're going to the next big festival, okay? Also on the calendars, come back to this week. The coming Wednesday, we got disciplines for Jagannath Das Babaji and spiritual master of Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj and the disappearance of Rasik Anand, one of the acharyas in our parampara. And the calendar does say it's a half-day fast for the devotees, so please do that. And also, just a real advance warning, are we looking at dates for the Coventry Kirtan? Do we have any? Oh, no, we're still looking. When those are finalized, we'll let you know when the Coventry Kirtan, the all-day Kirtan is happening. But these events are now being penciled in. As it says, tis the time for going on yatra. So Haridas Brahmanjari Alok are already out there. So is Neela Ben and Thakur Bhai. But soon joining them will be Narayan Keshavan family. You're going on, when are you? And you're going for how many? How long? 9 days. Okay, right, okay. Closing work, yeah, bolting the door. Okay, yeah, okay, the warehouse is being bolted. I might see you before then. Stock up, I might stock up, okay? Yeah, okay, thank you. But we welcome back Damodar. Damodar was on a katha yatra with His Grace Lal Govind Prabhu. So next time maybe we can hear something from you, Damodar. Well done. Just very, very quickly, I've mentioned this before, but the food safety course, I need a list of who that is, and those encourage people to do it and give us certificates to us. Also, just as an organization, we have a Bal Gopal Club. We need to do DBS checks. But some people are sort of doing it independently or through the job process, whatever. But we need, if it's possible, if you've already had the checks done, if you pass on the certificates to me for my own record keeping, otherwise we'll do our own checks for our own record keeping. If that makes sense, please. Some of you, I've heard, have had the checks done, but I need our own records. And this is important for us as an organization that we do this. Okay, Hare Krishna. Oh, sorry, Gaura Punim is Ekadashi. The two we do Ekadashi is Gaura Punim and Janmashtami. Feast next day. Yeah, well, I know that happens in the bigger temples here, but especially being a Tuesday, next Wednesday there'll be nobody here. Yeah, we have to be a bit real here. Traditionally, on the fasting day is a fasting day, and then some sort of feast, perhaps Ekadashi feast, something, and next day is generally a feast, a full feast in celebration of the appearance day. But we can't do that here. We can't. It doesn't work. I would like to invite, first of all, there's two events happening. Mahatma, can I call Mahatma, please? Please come. Our one true book distributor. One true book. It was his birthday when?
Last Monday.
Last Monday, okay. So he just missed Nityan Prabhu's by 1 day, I think. But he has sponsored today's feast, and is very happy it's on Lord Shiva's day. But I would like you, it's not, as I said before, this day has multiple reasons. One of them is not his appearance day. So it's not technically an appearance day, but we would like a jyot for him anyway. And a jyot for him, cut the cake for him, and wish him a happy Shivratri. Happy Shivratri, okay? How's that? Okay. So the first one is for Lord Shiva. Can you sing that for this? Bolo, gao. Te chalo.
जगाते चलो प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। राहों में आए जो महात्मा प्रभु, उस राहों में आए जो शिव भगवान, उनकी आशीर्वाद लेते चलो। प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो।
So we're just going to say Happy Shivratri to you, to Lord Shiva, okay? To Lord Shiva. Just got the gay for Lord Shiva. Okay. Happy Shivratri to you. Happy Shivratri to you. Happy Shivratri, dear Lord Shiva. Happy Shivratri to you. And the message from Lord Shiva is whispering in my ear is become devotees of the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna. Please turn to Lord Shiva and first, I like to do this to receive with both hands. Some people like to do this. So please turn to Lord Shiva and receive his blessings. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Get the blessings of the greatest Vaishnava there is. Jai. Mahatma, for you now, please. Light the jyot.
Sing again? Yeah. Okay, we will sing again for Mahatma Prabhu. ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। राहों में आए जो महात्मा प्रभु, उसको गले से लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो।
Yes, I wish I had a book to give him now. Okay, happy birthday to Mahatma Prabhu, please. Thank you. Hey to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mahatma Prabhu. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna, dear Mahatma Prabhu. Hare Krishna to you. Please put your left hand on your heart, right hand towards Mahatma, and one Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you. Yes, I'd like to thank my mother and father for giving me a chance, giving me a birth, and all the Vaishnavas, all the devotees, especially Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, and the lordships, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahatma. Please sit down. Like to invite Rinku and Entourage, please come up. Yes, come up. We are saying goodbye to you today. Although your flight's not for 2-3 days yet, but today is your last Sunday and this congregation here. So Hare Krishna. Rinku, sit next to her. Rinku Devi has been with us how many months now?
What? For what?
How long have you been here?
2 years.
2 years. 2 years, 24 months, 24 months. And yeah, she says for 1 year she was running up and down here from Leamington Spa, and then 1 year she actually moved into Coventry. So she's been closer to the temple, and she's made every effort she can to come for all the programs and Mangala Aartis also. So, and she's quite dedicated, and it was quite nice to know you and your commitment to the temple, to the Krishna consciousness process, and his aspirations for initiation from His Holiness Radhanath Swami. So wish you full success in that. We have enjoyed your company. We've enjoyed your service you've been giving. And we have a small gift for you, please. Can Kampo Mata just come and hand the gift, please? Some Mata just come. There's also a card we've all been signing frantically. Hare Krishna. It's always sad to see someone you've known, for an extended period and who is so committed to the temple. When they leave, you do miss them. Yeah. But I would like to invite you to maybe speak a few words.
Actually, I've written the whole speech for everyone.
Mind's on blank, right?
Yeah, my mind's blank. Right? Can I read it for everyone? I'm sorry. Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat Pranam to all the Matajis and Prabhujis. There are no words sufficient to express my gratitude to Prabhupada, His Grace Prabhupada. Before coming in touch with his teachings, I was searching for meaningful relationships and meaningful belongings, for something steady in this world which is unreal and uncertain here. So he didn't even know me personally, but he gave me devotion, association, real eternal family pyramid, eternal teachings. He gave me Nitai Chand. Prabhupada picked me from the place of which I was struggling to fit in. I don't even deserve this beautiful, lovable association, honestly. I don't, but still ISKCON Coventry embraced me, hugged me, and dissolved me in Krishna Prema with them. So much of love, so much of who am I becoming is because of one pure devotee, that is Prabhupada. Literally crossed oceans. Those struggles, he tolerated that. He did it all. He gave everything so that people like me could have a chance to hear Harinam, Harikatha, and to do all the 9 sort of devotional service. I was such an unfortunate soul that was away from all the mercies of Vaishnavas, devotees, senior association, Guru Kripa. I didn't know what Guru was. Prabhupada himself, he picked me up from that pit of nonsense consciousness to Krishna consciousness. This temple, ISKCON Coventry, has shaped me, my mornings, thoughts, priorities, and my heart. And the devotional service was not just a routine for me, but a mercy of senior devotees, honestly. My deepest gratitude to all the senior devotees who tolerated me, who's truly the real pillars of this temple, honestly. Sorry. Through this steadiness in their sadhanas, their quiet sacrifices, their discipline, their faith, they created an environment here where someone like me could grow here. They didn't just maintain this structure, they followed Prabhupada instructions, and then they carried this Vrindavan in their hearts, and then they built this Vrindavan for us. I'm deeply gratitude to have guided by Haridas Prabhuji, Premanji Mataji, Vidur Prabhuji, and Vidurani Mataji, who lived what they preached. I can never forget them. Honestly, I can't. They are my real spiritual parents, my Siksha Gurus who's guided me to protect me and corrected me. Also, I'm grateful to Pranav Prabhuji, his gentle encouragement for my morning programs. He reminded us every single day as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went door to door to preach. Just like that, Pranav Prabhuji goes contact by contact, number by number, generally helping excel in bhakti. Thank you, Prabhuji. Your care and patience will always stay with me. Sachidanand Prabhuji, sorry, has been by my side from the very beginning. He's the best, correcting me, nudging me occasionally. So I have no words for him. And to Vidurani Mataji, you're truly helpful, and you truly helped me, transform me in many ways. I'm extremely fortunate to have you, just as Prabhupada disciples had morning walks with them. I had my own morning seva talks with her in the kitchen, serving under her, learning the seva, being corrected, encouraged. She shaped me, my character, and deepened my Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Mataji. We'll truly miss your association. To all the Matajis, Satya Mataji, Jai Radhe Mataji, Anuragi Mataji, Janki Mataji, Nain Manjari Mataji, Shilpi Mataji, Neelam Mataji, everyone. Thank you for the kindness. Thank you for being my family here, supporting me, being encouraged in everything. In fact, your association has meant more than to me. I don't know how to express that. So yeah, thank you for all the Prabhujis and Matajis for tolerating me again. And so lastly, I would express my gratitude to the little gopis titlis here. Titiksha, Anika, Mr. Amaya, Amber, Ruhani, Aditi, Gaurangi, Anjali. Being around them, being around y'all, feels like I'm reliving my childhood and watching my younger self falling in love with bhakti, because my younger self never had bhakti. So your innocence and devotions have taught me so much. I feel really, blessed to be around you, and a big thank you to Prabhupada for letting me share all these moments for this eternal association. And please forgive me if I've done anything bad or unintentionally or hurted someone intentionally.